It's Scott here, reporting in with the daily live stream, and this one's just the truth. Like, as you can see, it's called the truth, and no one talks about this. Most people are trying to put out the right bait, which is part of the journey. Like, you have got to put the right bait out there, but most people aren't talking about what they need to be talking about, and they're telling you what you want to hear rather than what you should hear. And to be honest, I'm sick of it. So, like, it's all BS and hype, and I'm sick of it, to be honest. Like, I really am. And I just want to let you in on the truth, because, like, anytime I've had breakthroughs in business, money, relationships, life, anywhere, it's not been what I thought the problem was. Like, you might think, to be honest, like most coaches, and I'll use the example of coaches and trainers because I speak to a lot, they've helped a lot. So usually a problem that you guys face, so there's one of three problems. Like, the first biggest one, to be honest, is the business problem, the business model. So literally you get to a space where you're trading time for your money, you're still doing one-to-one, and you don't have the opportunity to take on more people or grow your business or take it to the next level. So you get stuck in the trading time for money trap, and that is a problem. Of course it is, but I say that's a symptom, because it's easy to tell you to go and change your business model, but most people don't do it. Here's the thing, like, there's so many options for you. Like, you could go down the online route, you could switch to semi-private training, semi-private coaching, you could do group stuff, and most people hesitate to do it. Most people don't actually do it. Most people tell themselves they want more freedom, most people tell themselves they want more money, etc., but they don't actually do it. They don't follow through, they don't take action, right? So is the business model the real problem? Isn't the real problem you? Isn't the real problem that you probably don't feel good enough to make the change? Isn't the real problem that you've got anxiety around your clients leaving you? Isn't it the real problem that you've got anxiety around people not liking you? People not, oh, why? Like, why would someone want to listen to me? Or you just deflect compliments. Whenever someone gives you a testimonial, you don't even take it in. You just deflect it. Whenever someone gives you a compliment, you just deflect it. Because there's a part of you that doesn't feel good enough. Right? Same as if you say, I've got a leads problem or a sales problem. Really? Like, really, like, fair enough, you might need to learn a strategy, right? You might need to learn something. Like, I guarantee that you do need to learn something. But at the end of the day, learning something isn't enough. Like, learn information isn't enough. Because at the end of the day, what are you going to do with that information if you've got those feelings of unworthiness and not good enough? Are you going to put yourself out there at the next level? Are you going to call someone out on their shit? Because at the end of the day, if you're on a sales call or a coaching call or whatever, you can't call someone else out on their crap if you're sitting in your own crap. It just isn't possible, right? And trust me, I'm not talking because this is some theory. I'm talking because I've been there and I've done it, right? So, seriously, guys, like, you've got to get real with yourself. No one talks about this stuff. No one. Because at the end of the day, people are scared to face it. But you know what? I'm going to do this live today to challenge you to face it, man. Whatever's going on inside. Like, it can be something different for you. But at the end of the day, if you're just going to push it down and ignore it and tell yourself everything's great, when really you don't have any surface level problems, it's something going on inside of you. The surface level problems are easy to fix. The symptoms are easy to fix, right? It's easy to change your business model. It's easy to implement a strategy. That is the easy part. And when someone says, yeah, it's easy, that's what they mean by it's easy. They don't mean it's easy because it's not easy, because you get in your own way and that makes it hard, right? But when someone says it's easy, yes, this is easy, that means they've worked on themselves for years and years and years, and they've got years and years and years of experience, and they've actually worked on their own identity, so they actually believe that it's easy, okay? But if someone says it's easy, gives you the business model, gives you the lead generation system, gives you the sales system, yeah, it's easy, go and do it. but maybe it isn't easy for you. Know what I mean? I hope this is hitting home, guys, and I hope you're having an aha moment, a light bulb's going off. Because at the end of the day, like, I want to make you aware of your real problems. And that's why I believe that I believe in giving someone the structure, the path, right? You've got to have the path, which is the strategies, right? The steps to take. You've got to know what steps to take. And a lot of those strategies might be you're working on yourself as well, right? But also you've got to have a coach. You've got to have a coach. Like, I truly believe you've got to have both, because at the end of the day, just implementing a strategy might get you the hype and the buzz that you see around on Facebook and stuff like that, but inside nothing's going to change. And then there comes a point where you reach your glass ceiling. You reach what you call your upper limit, because you've got this glass ceiling you've created for yourself, and as soon as you go past that, I use a thermostat as the example. Actually, you've got a thermostat, you've got a level on that thermostat. So let's just say that thermostat's there. There's your glass ceiling, shall we call it, on the thermostat. The level you think is infinite. Like, that's only as far as you can go. As soon as you go past that, as soon as you start to, oh man, I'm getting a buzz, I'm getting this, and I'm feeling good, and then boom, something happens in your life. Something crashes, something burns, something goes tits up. And you're like, whoa, what the hell just happened there? How many times has that happened to you? How many times has that happened to you? I can guess it's happened quite a lot, right? Because at the end of the day, this is just truth. And most people don't want to listen to the truth. But I'm here just to tell you the truth, whether you want to listen to it or not. Because I know there's a part of you that knows it's true. And I want you to realise that, yes, you probably have a business model problem. Yes, you probably are looking to take your business online, okay? Yes, all that stuff is true, right? You want to change your business model. You want to have more freedom. That's true. And you do have a business model problem. You might even have a leads problem. You might even have a sales problem. Whatever it is for you, right? That's true, of course. I'm not saying it's not true, but it's not the real problem. It's the surface level problem, below the real problem. So what happens if you have, let's say, do you know, one of those like stacks of cards that you stack up, and you put cards like this and this and you stack them up, right? What happens, or a table, right? If you take the legs of the table, right? That's the real problem. The tabletop's the surface problem. So if you just take the tabletop off, does that fix the real problem? No. Like if it's the stack of cards, like if you have got the stack of cards stacking up into a triangle and you take one of the top ones out, is the whole thing going to fall? No. So what happens if we get that same stack of cards, or we use the table and we pull one of the legs away? The table starts to wobble. When we pull the other leg away, the table starts to wobble even more, and you pull the third leg away and everything just falls onto the floor, and you've actually solved the real problem. Or if it's the deck of cards, you pull the bottom one out. Not the top one, the bottom one. You're like, well, if I just pull that out, then this will all just fall away. So why don't I just pull that out? Let's go boom and pull it out, and all the cards fall away, because you're actually fixing the real problem. You're not fixing this problem and saying, yeah, I'll change this, this, and this, and this, and this, and then this problem just stays there. So you might change this, but this will show up in your life in a different way, and it'll look like self-sabotage. It'll look like you're I'm sabotaging myself again. Oh, I'm doing that thing again. Oh, I'm doing that thing again. I'm doing that thing again. I'm doing that thing again. Why does this keep happening? Why does this keep happening? I don't know. I'm changing things. But are you really changing things? Or are you just going around in the same circle and it looks like you're changing something? So, yes, you do need to learn new information, and you need to implement that information 100%. And that information being strategy. So at the end of the day, let's say I'll use the example of a coach trainer who's stuck in a one-to-one coaching model, and they want to get out of that because they're sick and tired of the long days, the burning out, the exhaustion, and then putting their clients and everyone before themselves, right? That is the example I'm using, right? That person, yes, of course, you do have a business model problem, and you definitely need to change things. You definitely need to learn new ways of doing things, and you 100% need to implement new strategies. 100%. But at the same time, there's something else maybe going on inside. And to be honest, most of the time, it's feelings of unworthiness that show up. And these little symptoms up here show, and then you really feel resistance around change, and you resist it, you want it, you ask for it, you say you want it, but you resist the hell out of it, because there's deeper feelings going on of unworthiness that are coming out into the world in different ways. So if you just implement the new information and the new strategies, then guess what? It will just show up again and again and again and again and again. And how many times has this happened? How many times has this happened in your life? I can guarantee it's happened a lot of times, right? And that's a good thing, because you're starting to learn that if you don't deal with you, look at you first, actually go on a journey of your own transformation. And I'm not talking about getting up and eating 6 meals a day and tracking your calories and going to the gym and getting a six-pack and all that stuff and working on your health. Like, yeah, that's part of it. But I'm talking about the real transformation. Like, because at the end of the day, we all know by now that your inner world is your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. So doesn't it make sense that you should be really working on your identity? Because at the end of the day, the person that you have to become to get the results that you actually truly want is not the person you are today. It's not the person you are today. So you're going to have to change. And that comes with learning and understanding new models of thinking and understanding science, right? Because it is just science, and when you understand that you can control it, and if anyone tells you you can't control your emotions, it's because they're not emotionally intelligent, right? So don't buy into that story. That's just a story. That's someone else's perception, not yours, right? Not yours. You get to create your own perceptions. You get to follow your own voice. You get to walk your own path, not anyone else's. Don't walk anyone else's, walk yourself. And a big part of that is actually your own transformation, right? Because at the end of the day, I see this all the time, like all the time, so many times, and I've done it myself, right? So you might be good at transforming other people's lives, but are you good at transforming your own life? Just putting it out there. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with being stuck in your own shit, man. There's nothing wrong with it. So stop judging yourself. Stop feeling like that, because at the end of the day, you've got to just sit and accept it. Otherwise, it will not change. Stop pushing it away. Stop hiding it. Stop trying to put a brave face on because you're a coach, and that you have to show up all the time. You have to be on all the time. You've got all these expectations and conditions put on yourself that if you don't get up at this time in the morning, if you don't do this, if you don't do that, then you're a failure. Just let go and do the real work. So yeah, you probably do have a business model problem. I'm going to finish here. Yeah, you probably do have a business model problem. You do have to change things. You do have to learn strategies. There's new ways of doing things in your business, right? Okay, like perfect. They're 100%. And that's what you need to learn. And that's why I am a great believer in giving someone the path and the coaching, the structure and the coaching, the structure and the coaching. Because the structure on itself, without any coaching there, is a recipe for disaster. Alright, it is. It's a recipe for disaster, because most people hide from what's going on. And if you're hiding from what's going on, you're never going to allow yourself to implement stuff. And then you'll tell yourself excuses. Oh, I've done this stuff before. Oh, I already know that. Yeah, I already know that. I've done that before. I'm not a beginner. And all this surface level egotistical shit will come out that's just really holding you back. 100% holding you back. But really, the main problem is you, and if you just go underneath the ego, you'll see the truth. And when you see the truth, you'll actually have the power to change yourself. And then when you have the power to change yourself, just imagine what you'll be able to do for other people. Just imagine what you'll be able to do for other people. So it's time. It's time, guys. I can feel it. It's time. The time is now. The time is now for you to step up, to stand out and be different. And I don't say step up as in, let's step up and show myself. I say, no, just step up, right? There's a difference. Just step up. Just stand out and just be yourself and be different. Be unique, because at the end of the day, there's like 7.4 billion plus people and new human beings being born every day. And no one in the world is like you. So you don't have to try and be anything, or you don't have to try and buy into this marketing perception bullshit, and just find your own identity, find your own frequency, find yourself, and just be that now. Just be it now. Fucking just let go of all the proving, let go of all the bullshit, let go of anything. You don't need to hide anything, you don't need to prove anything, you don't need to be anything. Just be yourself. And watch what shows up. Watch what shows up. Okay guys, that's me for today. That was a really, really powerful live stream, and I hope you took something away from that. Please, 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 please listen, and please take that in and do something with it. Like, at the end of the day, I'm not going to put anything on you. I want you to decide for yourself if you're ready, because at the end of the day, you're not ready. Otherwise, you'd already be there. None of us are ready. None of us are ready. None of us are ready. But that's the best reason in the world. The best reason in the world to start. And to keep going. And to keep going. And then to keep going. Because the truth is, you'll never be ready for the next step. No one ever is. But people have just learned to just take action through it. And learned to work on themselves. And learned that the most important work in the world is to work on you. Then the business. Okay? So, go and do something with that, guys. And at the end of the day, if you are a coach or trainer, if this resonated with you, if you are committed, if you're a committed coach that's dedicated your life to helping other people, and you do want to create your own definition of freedom, and the avenue that you want to take and the avenue that you see yourself going down is the online route. Like, you can see yourself adding that to your business to create more value for your customers, or you can see yourself having a laptop, a Wi-Fi connection, and a bag, and that's you. Like, either way, it's cool. Like, if you want to continue doing your offline stuff, you want to add online in so you create value for your customers, you create leverage in that business, or you want a laptop, a Wi-Fi connection, and a bag, and you just want to work off your laptop, either way is fine. But at the same time, the big point I want to get across here is, if you're not willing to look at yourself, then I'm not the right person for you. Like, 100% not. But if you are willing to look at yourself, and you are willing to be coached, and be challenged, then I am for you. 100%. And I can help you with the strategies. Like, I give my clients the strategies, the information they need, the coaching, the done-for-you templates, the swipe files, the email templates, everything you need, strategy-wise, information-wise. But the most important part is the coaching, right? 100%. So if that is you, then I might be able to help you, man. If we're right, then I'll be able to help you. If not, then I won't be able to help you. Simple as that. The only way to find out is to connect. So if this resonated with you and you're looking to do that, drop me a message. I'd love to see for how I can help you. And also what I want to do is actually invite you into my Facebook group. So, like, at the end of the day, I would love to see you in the Facebook group at least, because I really would love to serve you. So what I'll do, I usually have this kind of stuff organised, but I've not got it organised yet. So I'll get it organised right now. Just give me 2 minutes, guys. Yeah, I'd love to see you in the group. It's the Online Coaches Network for purpose-driven personal trainers, coaches and entrepreneurs. let's see you in there, man. Like, I'd really, really, really love to see you in there. But yeah, guys, like, really, really take someone away from today. Please look at the truth, because you know what, like it's a coach's job to make someone be great, and to help someone be great, you've got to help someone identify what's going on for them, inside, what's their behaviour patterns, etc. Right? So, what we, the group here, yeah. So, as your job as a coach is to, like, at the end of the day, like, if it depends, like, if you're a coach doing hypnotherapy, personal development, if you're doing healing, if you're a personal trainer, training people, like, it doesn't matter. If you're a business coach or whatever, it doesn't really matter. Like, doesn't matter what kind of coach you are. I think, in fact, I know, I don't even think, I know, that the biggest thing that you can do for people is help them understand themselves, is help them understand why they're doing things, is to help them understand their behaviour patterns, and their patterns that are going on inside of them. And that's why I truly believe that it doesn't matter what kind of coach you are, you've got to be conscious. Like, this is why the conscious coach, you've got to be conscious, you've got to be seeing more, you've got to be understanding more every single day about yourself, because when you do this to yourself, there's no other experience out there that you can have. And then when you do this to yourself and you have your own breakthroughs and you understand that you're changing your own behaviour, and you seriously see that you're changing yourself at a cellular level, and you start to understand the process between brain and body, you start to understand the link between brain and body, you start to understand the flow of the thoughts going into the signals, right? The neuropeptides, which is the signal molecules that take that down, the thought down, right? It goes through your glands, it releases the chemicals, the hormones, etc., whatever, reach the cells, hit the genes. Guess what's released? Protein, which is the building blocks of life, right? That protein creates a new feeling or reinforces the same feeling, and then if it creates a new feeling, it then goes back up to reinforce the new thought. But if it's not a new feeling, if it's not a new thought, it just reinforces the same thought. The new building block comes out, builds the same thing, and then reinforces the horrible thoughts you're stuck in. That's where change lies, guys. That is where change lies. There's no other way to it. There's none. Most people that change quickly just do this naturally without even realizing they're doing it. Right? So when you see someone change and explode, and something happens and they change quickly, it's because they've changed the way they're thinking. It's because they've started to understand their patterns. They've detached themselves from their egotistical mind. And they've changed from being stuck in the vortex of anxiety, stress, whatever it is you're feeling, to becoming more of an observer and listening to the voices and not being attached to them, and not charging the emotion behind the thoughts, because the voices in your head are just thoughts, right? It's just a thought you are believing. So how would you be without that thought? Imagine that. Because that is where the power lies. That is where coaching lies. It's that. You understand. You've got to make people understand their behaviour patterns, which is this flow between brain and body. Habitual ways of being. Subconsciously. Like, subconscious mind. Start learning this stuff. Start doing this stuff on yourself. Because that's where change lies, right? Right, that's me away for today. I just went on a little rant there. But yeah, guys, I hope you have an amazing day wherever you are at in your personal business, whatever. You're in the right place right now. You've got a choice to change things. You either choose change or you don't. It's simple. There's two options. You stay where you are, you change. And I believe the only way to change is to do the work on you. Right, as well as the strategies and stuff like that. So if you are a coach, a trainer who's looking to move online, but also work on yourself and become a better coach, then I can help you. Join the free group. Just pin the comment in below, if hopefully you can see that. Or if you really want to talk to me, reach out right now. Don't hesitate, and I'd love to see if or how I can help you. Okay, guys, have an amazing day. Speak soon.